baby a yakobia no in fact otimi kasa no bite ho na otinisuo yeko western of na Mekai constituency no okasa se ya mama ba kote ho o hwe ni sinte news nti e point na me se me ko ne nchen akobisa ne se aden o se papa we ya ma no kwa na chese Ghana nye yebi na enkomo ye di no o mani bra bresa fi we o mo de papa no beba no na mse ne nyame o nshira so far mako delegate election me ankasa mako twice me hwe form back na me wene back mako general election so enti se obi ko ba bi na se eye fanfu na se be yeye wa utimi ho ana ko ba bi na hu se no nkofo we o mani abre a utimi ho grounds are you ready papa grounds yeah na me ba o ne ba we school ti fie be se 5 years onya adwuma nye and propaganda na ba ka kire no e wa bro nim se papa we die ono ade botom mpo no watimi aye adwuma ma nipa be 7,000 and over enya bi yes be ku edin fatano a e fatano kono me ba no nya kwankwan du ase that's right and sana onipa no betima ka se metimi aye seye no ye hwe na chi a ono ane kakrampo watimi dia created this opportunity when he sit on the power and Ghana ye nyine nim o mampane kan e final enti nipa na oba na se media adwuma ene mabunu da achi na e ba you don't have any reason to doubt him apart from propaganda nti eje bi muduru ba bia o mo hu se kan de ho ye den no o muduru ba bia no mo create
no mo kan ye ma
bi ne e kan ye ma bia ennim ne akoye short videos bi na ye me de se okoye no so onya daje e kire video num e bi ho am the two screen na ma bo video ni nyina na ma oh sanete oh now se bi crash ase e patcho dodo na hu se e propaganda nti na me betena se na me ka che NPP delegates nse baby e dru nne no Ghana ene yem delegates ye ma ye dachi ni nyina na be hye mo nsam no edru baby a ye dachi a wo hwehwe enye obi na betena se ato na sesema kiro na Ghana wo ha bi ye kwa aba no hu ye wonnam etetrotro mu a otenkomo a eba enti mo obi ma me dadao e ma ye propaganda e metungu wani na me ka biem se enya tenye enya ntokwa menye sa na me politics me nyina baabi e mama no nka sente e panimu bi ada na sa na mesre Ghana NPP delegates ne adofo ekoto aba ne se enya ntokwa se because se ne wo sore na wo sopa nipa na de echi no wani a obedeti mi abom ne na ye adwuma eye fie konwa yem fat se de mabetena ha ma kire ewura Ken Agyapong ani suade hunu ne ne mo peso wo ye no wo so ba no obeka wo de na ne de obete the 10 cents of
the sense na de na mo
na me kwa manya me dio 10 cents of the tampazi na we ya ni atubia ma no so mutu ba ko bitimi se o aden
asembe kre
me se senti na ma me pek onavo Kennedy asem se de bia meka and I keep saying say meka o menya me mu se nipa ba ko ena de no kre and no kre honesty e be politics e be ampa bi and so far me hwe so betimi afamachi akoka se me de daraga bi e be ye bibi e man and that is why I connect with the man because we say no obi kasem no sometimes who can okra no be ya na e ahometi o the passion tina sometimes we na papa yi no what the passion no be akoka kasem no be atie obi na so hey what you say no mesre delegate akoto aba adwuma wuni no ho nkomo no obi ba amane ne obedi enye video no obi ensem bia waka twam ne shortcut bia yakoyo eye wona wo madache no de obetimi asesa Ghana ode ministry ni bi beba origin na create adwuma na so no wabusia na origin enya bia ye eno ho nkomo na em so bi ba mane ne oni emo bi nkoye the 10 cents of ampabin enka se no nti onto ma Kennedy ampabin ti na ballot pass de obese ma bravo eni ura Kennedy ohene Agyapong
now ansana meko messages no so no we yes or no sinopay emam 31st January 2026 ye beto aba na wie no Kennedy ohene Agyapong wugidi se no wawi ni to be the next flag bearer for the new patriotic party
yes 100% I did do a chibi man. Because I be do a chibi and come that percentage, you know, I can't so back. Minim de make. Minim de mete, me a grassroots man, me too coin. Me no can say me free Kumasi be doing an answer.
Yes.
From me dinko mobile and my papa. And I'm telling you, the Ashanti region, a gigason versus an emono. Matter, and movie mamma, and my NPP for me, you be met because NPP Parliament in 88. Meboa.
The same price 87.
87. And the man say, they are second year we are Kennedy will be brave. But I find a second camp before 88 in Ukraine, also winning a chair. One polling station, I one fancy constituency. BNY, baby, a quarter constituency being home 88. Or BNY 80. No, delegate now got but all those who change will be better than I say who know when Timo be who know now. And my MPB mamma Tanasi me who know now. One Casacofo, Iracofo can say, was she was sitting the Tuabapa. Baby Adruno, and your propaganda. And a penny movie in a chi, and Tenamasma could in a chair. Show one Casa ba and no what if your own Yajumano. Netwa bad then can connect cyber bro. Machra dear in economics and finance. 4 different universities in the UK. Machra dear Birmingham University, Coventry, Birmingham City, and the University of Warwick.
Okay.
My year Ejumama Oxfam as the fiscal policy lead specialist. And all new Oxfam no. When NGO, I say we are seeing Anderson we are over 100 countries. And a manya kwanya so best several years as a deputy minister. And son me to me who was me deep papa we chino. Minim de mo. Enti mesremo. Munya papa no mugidie. Na enhyehyeye papa we dey ba no. Se me metnase on say when you are in the finance ministry, any policy biano has to go through some processes before it becomes viable for consideration. So my coach about na sabe niema o kan enta so mu a me waste me time. I know what I have seen. And I'm talking from experience as a university lecturer, as a head of fiscal policy for Oxfam, and here as a former deputy finance minister who is very good with policies. And I know what I'm talking about. I know what I've seen. Mama papa we kwai. Na youth unemployment na aye the it starts a serious security challenges. Am I nyina? Unemployment and a breedy armed robbery, a breedy street girls here and Ghana is bleak for all of us. Mama papa we kwai. Na nisu ade hunu no eye practical. Ade anya fe no beto ababa we no aka say mo kan say on say to say krokro the John and say ye hu ye bana ye kan say ye be ye say Kennedy is not going to do that because nema wo kan nyina no what the two say ni a enya magic ni ade ye de hia ye opepa tema ene adwemu ntiase sebe sempe se mitu sa na mo ti mesre me nuanum delegate Ghana nyina daachi ana wo delegate no wo no wabusua o ma wo ankasa wo daachi ene hye wonsam eni baabia o wo kokromoti amam me amfa kokromoti eni ye ho abro ebia sa kwanye ni enya biem emo bi fa propaganda emedada me 100% believe say Ken Agyapong was the solution at the mawo delegate no and mawo be 50 cedis yo the bebra beda down and thought that chia wonso ubetimi be ya ban adwuma ni bi a contribute to senate at ho wonso ba benya contract ni bi say ba be identify that Asian model no wonso betimi de wonsa si obo ma wonso no abusua e masa dachi na o be build no papa we be bo am page sa dachi no e mo bi mfa propaganda any 50 cd e ma mese no but me kakra ma kwa mo ho no aproba ya bo no delegates eni abre okay na me so be form dachi e dey show mo nsem enti bro vision so na hana me appeal to NPP delegates say Ghana dachi ne kuta mo Ghana dachi na ma betina ha ma be just less than a fraction of a percent and ma be so no and hyehyɛ papa we person ode ba no eso emma ye ma obi medadai bia this will be the last opportunity ye benya such a person to come and save Ghana. Youth unemployment me say me nipa ni mu bia ni nkomo a okuta the key to youth unemployment more than this man. We said to him time and I just obeka theory me say that me can no be say macro Holland da and I'm saying and also me call me hu omunsuo no say tina mentia so nsuo na de da Amsterdam The Cronum so ya na boat is also more. I didn't know Dor River, Sabi Janani Shigum. Meanwhile, up to a castle be used to tourism. Also, or Belling, also a Tracy, the Okacha, no, some Tracy or Dor River na a quaco sis and Sawam baby. Until me the boat basis so. Until drew you may say ya. And as a daytime, obi our baffle for now team, yes, several drinks, yes, several. You can have a good time. Yeah. Me university, my second university, I'm a call UK. Your friend demand for the university. Obi onim demand for Biabo say ensure kese at the university no so. Na omo ye at say boat, but said dan ya e wo mu ya e na sisi ensure no so. Ah, na students see aja omo anombo to me. If daytime, what you make a shame, Udruha, a best several drinks, a dining as an echo.
Yes.
Both no conking, who come say move. We wanted that work with Chessy, that's how the waba. And this man was telling me, said, the same to Amsterdam. You have that luxury, so bet me at Tanasi say, who rebel to know, a cockra near Bonium. Until ubetime urebe be enyomo wo be be aduane wo be be games wo ne nyina ye boat be se be se dem ha na be dem ha be bi enu miensa enti etwa no ho nyina na ode hwehwe kurum ohoho a waba ha no wode hwehwe kurum nyina na wo giwani na wo didi and so opeso a link we so all the way to Cape Coast and as Elmina enti wo na waba as a tourist no wo tena mu from Accra ha no ube enjoy ye bow nyum na udidi ne ka cultural heritage chiro ne woni better no kodu bia Cape Coast so bia mekwa kohwe the door of no return ube hwe baby uba that so be fa road and abesa ko bi ma you can also join another crew we do hono drinks ni aduane ni music ni cultural display ni brother. Some of the things this man talks about because the economics is not economics.
I disagree on certain aspects of the policy and therefore the minister cannot take credit for it, can only be politics. And this is the season. And I tell him, I put to him today, it is because of where he stands on this political premise. That's why he's coming out to say this. Nothing more than
don't go there.
I will go there. Your son and you, we know what you are doing. So I will go there. Please.
The point in essay, the whole point in essay. So what's a model, no? And I said this whole syndication, you know, a idea. No. What is the problem?
No, I'm saying that I at the table said, this 10% interest in a year put you and I was the minister.
Okay, so these are Dr.
I have gone through this process.
Simple question. I
am the leader that took it through the process.
Okay, Dr. Brian
I will take credit and give some part of the credit to my subordinate. But it is disingenuous for you to come out and even attempt to oppose it, to discredit me. Look at what you did to Kokobo. We will come there as we go along.
No,
okay.
Okay,
Dr. Brian.
I opposed in a meeting certain aspects of it. I, in the end, championed the full policy.
Dr. Brian,
even if it came through my mind, it will be discussed. People will agree, people will disagree. But you cannot take contents of the meeting and my position on certain aspects of it.
I don't think so.
In the meeting, it is so unfair as a subordinate.
Okay, so
it is so unfair.
Dr. Brian, Dr. Brian Agyapong. Dr. Brian Agyapong. Dr. Brian Agyapong. Era Edu. Pacho Yentu Yeboase. In fact, these are revered personalities. Members here go back and forth on this matter. The first point is that the minister feels that once you are a subordinate, there's a process you need to go through. And no manosa akwenya I am suspicious. The other one is that I am a subordinate. Yes, I agree, but that idea, that proposal cannot be claimed by you as a sector minister. That's where the contention is. In Timpacho, the records will show.
Yes, me a subordinate. I agree, say, I'm a technical, person. But the whole thing, technical person, I'm prepared. How comes at the end of what they call cabinet? Not cabinet, the originator of the whole technical thing was not there. How come?
But this is quite a serious question coming from somebody. Your cabinet presentations are always made by ministers. And if a minister does not support or disagrees with something in cabinet, when I am the one presenting it, I will shoot it down. So I don't understand this question. I led the charge in cabinet. How can I go and lead a charge in cabinet for something that I oppose? Please.
What do you present the cabinet? I don't know how to call cabinet. And from one now they are the coy. What do you think are the coy?
I mean, you can ask me this question. I am the minister. I took the thing to cabinet and got cabinet approval. If I don't support it, I won't take it to cabinet. I won't get it approved. So I'm not too sure if you understand how policy is formulated.
Let's not Dr. Brian Agyapong, please, so bottom line, Metier Mashefo will take a good decision on what the conversation is. You guys, Ms. Remo, I am a person, Yabesa, and Munyamna Mukutano, Intiasia, and they want to find that key solution. Intellectual theft, and the papa, that's why the word was too harsh. Yeah, your wrap up comments, and now Dr. Brian's over the days also now.
What can say intellectually, yeah, because point in say, Obi the idea ba. Na say idea no, you know.
Say, you didn't got acknowledgement from the minister now. In all the processes, the minister acknowledges say an initiative by.
This is the first. This is the first time I make say even what they call cabinet. This is the first.
But how can such a policy be implemented without going to cabinet?
Well, what the but how can say when I'm originating? I was not aware.
But how the document they call cabinet? I don't understand.
He took me to the president.
Are you talking about an acknowledgement, or you want to say it should have been part of those cabinet decisions?
No, for claiming ownership. Me, I want to have me.
We are Buafu Emma the ministry no. So
could you clip now or no? Could you clip now a video you know secretary no? Anna, you know, me was said me bad near it doesn't is neither here
nor there. Okay, so Mpacho Agyapong, correct this if it is right or wrong. Dr. Brian Agyapong took personal credit for the breakthrough, declaring he made the bold decision in 2024 to cancel cocoa syndication. And I quote, this move proves I am a bold leader, prepared to make difficult but necessary decisions. That's your position?
Absolutely. Okay. If this whole syndication had failed, the minister will be held responsible. The bold decision to cancel syndication was one that was led by the minister who is in charge of policy for the sector. If it failed, it would be a bad policy decision of mine, and I will take responsibility. If it succeeds, it's going to be a good policy decision of mine to have championed it through. Okay. And there's no ambiguity about that. As a good leader, if the idea comes from you and all your subordinates, from the CEO to the security man at Cocoa Board, everybody contributed in shaping the final policy that was run through EMT and run through cabinet subcommittee and run through cabinet and to parliament. As a good leader, you give everybody credit that worked on it. But ultimately, the decision is the president and the minister, and the credit goes to the government and the president for having adopted this. And if I come out to say that the bold decision to cancel syndication All these people had been there from 2017. It took me when I came in 2023 to 2024 cancel it. That is a bold decision. One other thing that I take credit for is the cocoa price increase. But that credit is shared between me, the PPLC, the chief executive, and all the subordinates in cocoa board. Having increased cocoa pricing that had never been seen in the life of Ghana Cocoa Board and in the farmers. That ultimate decision was the ministers, but credit as a good leader goes to the whole team that worked on it. So it is surprising and shocking for a subordinate to come and say, when we went for a meeting, you disagreed on certain parts of it, and you should not take credit for it as a minister. I leave it to him. I leave it to his God and his politics, and we move on. But I am the minister. I am responsible. It happened for my time, and I'll take credit for it, and I'll give a large part of credit to the team, and to the president.
But Dr. Ken Agyapong.
Yes, sir.
Credit for being a minister then, but you also can't avoid it by acknowledging key persons Wanamasa and Israel were about into
I acknowledge it freely.
What's the big deal?
As a good leader, Bebao. I acknowledge it. I dish the acknowledgement. Edu is one person that I praised every time because he bought into a lot of the things. Cocoa pricing, when I went in 2023, they wanted to increase cocoa price to 970 when he brought it. I said, Edu, you found 1,200. I feel honorable. You beat me the 1,300. I took it to cabinet. The whole thing worked. When it passed, I shared credit to him and his team. I don't have any problem at all. I don't have any problem. He and his team that worked on the technical details of it can take all the credit. But the leader, the bold leader that saw it and took it through EMT, took it through cabinet, subcommittee, took it through cabinet and made sure that this policy was cancelled and we went to without syndication can solely be that of the minister. If it had been botched, I would be sacked as sector minister, and it will not have been shared with him. I will leave it here. Leave it to the God and the politics.
Okay, so Dr. Ken Agyapong, Yenasi, Member of Parliament for Abetifina, NPP presidential candidate, hopeful. Maybe at the appropriate time we'll have that conversation as a flag bearer hopeful. Edasipi. Yera Edu, maybe your wrap-up comments, and thank you for the explanation of the my Obaka Bibiana.
Oh, maybe no. This banter no me say but point na am say making say on say adwenkese bi abetodwa na ukuhia nkofo na o kan say won na wo de adwenkese ne ba wa ba nye wo a eho ana na me wo yaudi no so when na adwenkese ne ba no wo na wo mpene so one person say even adem ebeye adwuma afia ne no ye be hu say adem eye adwuma no wo so umum na wo de ba e ho na me ya enti sanje me na bontene be ne adanso bi bre wo mpanyi fo pa me mpese me bubo mpanyi fo pa da
Badana what challenge with the minister ebra acknowledge say ampa adwentoato ande bebre akoso, but the ultimate responsibility say ankoye yia ankase de so bon bebo minister yemfa mo wo onye ntulu say that was a bold acceptance say sade we are even yewra eduade aba no mehwe say ebedi mu because edi nsusu so papa bebre oman no na edi abre aban no na edi abre mampanyi na fe edi abre Ghana
ono de ono ankase nim say bra ma onye ntumu no yenyira ye panyin no kan ne say sa na tie de a menko na menko sonhwe say ade no enye adwuma enti dazo menpese enta me say menpese boko ye me benya banter on this be ni nya na say me dia mu manyame nyame ni nim obia adwuma na obia komam so de ensem echo.
Why are you pained?
I'm really
pained. That at this point vehemently or objecting and opposed to what they are banning or just saying munyamno.
And then my course on the slope, some catch him and percent mekum. It wasn't so easy for me. I don't kebi and then Yankopon don't me. Some can say me finance. Be a 10 more than it be a mama. When I even went to meet the banks, local banks are Ghana, you know, Mushiami. Not the my great, but the kind of a year Mishia, Yamini, and now I dance for a woman, a teacher for a woman, dance here in the media, almost wouldn't be no. Omni course. It will be them Miami.
Hey, and then your Marcos ministry in the power. And your Marcos.
Well, may person my candidate.